All right, so this is a suggestion via Patreon. The name of the video is "The Biden Administration Will Resume Deporting Venezuelan Migrants." Guys, before I even jump into this video, I kind of want to caveat this just slightly here. Just so people are fully aware of my overall stance on this, so there's no assumptions in the comments, guys, because there tends to be a lot of those. Here's the thing. I understand that we are absolutely a nation that has been built by immigration, right? A lot of the best things we have been built by immigrants. We get that, right? But I don't think we are in, right now, a economic kind of point where we can take on an entire failed country's population. I'm just going to be honest. We're not there. We cannot do that right now. And specifically to the detriment of the citizens, right? So if local tax dollars, for the most part, is subsidizing all of these things, it's not fair to the people that are literally living in the area, that have been paying taxes, right, specifically in these areas, and they are getting nothing at all that's benefiting from the fact that they are getting crazy taxes taken out of their check, and they're going to the stores and they're paying all these crazy taxes for local stuff too. Guys, it's not okay. It's not beneficial to the majority of America to be doing this right now because everyone is already struggling. So any aid that any locality can actually give should be given to American citizens at this very specific time. I think, in time we can probably, reopen and take a couple of thousand at most, right? But I'm not sure. We just need to have the sudden influx of migrants coming in. And again, guys, I come from a family of immigrants. Absolutely. Okay. Be it from República Dominicana, Spain, New Zealand. Guys, I have a crazy bloodline, bro. All right. And so that's kind of the thing, right? So I know that very specific thing. So I am not someone who's against the concept of migration. And also, guys, I have migrated to 2 separate countries and within my life, right? The most recent one at least, being Spain, right? I'm a full-blown resident of Spain. Okay, so I understand the concept of it. Obviously, I did it a very different way, right? But we just need to get to the point where we can kind of take care of ourselves right now and kind of somewhat be insular, at least for now. Then we can go back to being, the world's police and things like that. But let's check it out. Let's see where this takes us, guys.
Along parts of the southern border, the Biden administration is now clearing the way for construction of new sections of wall. And its pressure there is...
No. Biden is clearing the way for a wall. I thought the wall was, bad for us. Isn't that what we were told? The wall meant that we were terrible people? That can't be, bro. That's impossible. I refuse to believe that Biden is building a wall. I need to see that on paper.
Is growing. Overnight, the administration also saying it will resume deporting Venezuelan migrants, just weeks after granting temporary protected status.
And deportations, guys? Oh, that's crazy.
For those who traveled to the U.S. before August, the White House now saying they'll remove Venezuelans who arrived illegally after that date. Venezuelans currently the most common nationality of migrants trying to cross the border, where illegal crossings are on the rise. The Biden administration now waiving more than 24 federal laws to allow Homeland Security to install about 20 miles of new physical barrier between Mexico and Starr County.
Guys, if this is not the perfect example on why you should never trust politicians, right? Imagine all of the people who, the other guy, the orange man, right? He says, oh, listen, build a wall, all these other things. He's told that he's absolutely, terrible for humanity, all these other things. And now the golden child Biden, right, is for some reason saying the same exact, how about this? Sorry, not the golden child. Crime Bill Biden basically says, listen, it's okay. We need to build a wall. We need to deport people. We need to work on our borders. I honestly hope he's getting the same response. And guys, keep this in mind. I am not a fan of either of these people, Trump or Biden, at all. Okay, so again, no assuming in the comments, please. I I literally say what I mean. I don't mean anything different, right? But either way, we need to figure something out, absolutely. But I'm absolutely shocked that Biden himself has resigned himself to say, yeah, maybe a border is needed, right? We can no longer literally take the entire country, it seems, guys, of Venezuela. Like, do they have anyone left there? They can't. I don't believe it.
In Texas's Rio Grande Valley, President Biden arguing his hands are tied because Congress greenlit the project during the Trump era.
I tried to get them to reappropriate it, to redirect that money. They didn't. They wouldn't.
Do you believe the border wall works?
No.
It's a major reversal for Mr. Biden, who as a candidate had this to say.
There will not be another foot of wall constructed on my administration.
The reason why you don't trust at all politicians.
DHS Secretary Alejandro Mayorkas, among top officials meeting with counterparts in Mexico Thursday, said there's no change to the administration's approach.
Border security requires a smarter and more comprehensive approach.
But
yeah, bro, listen, just to be honest, does the concept of the border wall work? Not really, right? It's obviously a gigantic symbol, okay? I mean, yeah, you can stop them from going into that very specific area. I think the only way you can probably stop people climbing it would be electrifying it, but that would absolutely be terrible. I'm almost positive that's probably against like the Geneva Convention or something UN oriented. Trust me, you probably shouldn't do that. Don't listen to that advice. That's bad, right? But the only way to stop it is fix the problem, right? Period. Fix the problem. How do you fix the problem? I guess if we knew, we would know. How do you make it so these people would rather stay in their country than come to ours at the rate that they are, at least, right? Because again, would it be a problem if a couple hundred people were coming in on a regular basis? Not really. Not really at all. But when we start seeing like gigantic convoys, bro, come on. Stop playing. All right, you're getting a little disrespectful now.
it comes as a recent surge of migrants has put a strain on resources from border communities.
We are completely overwhelmed. We're done with the finger pointing and we just want solutions.
To states hundreds of miles away, such as New York and Illinois, where Democratic governors have criticized the administration's handling of the migrant influx. Still, advocates like Roberto Lopez.
I mean, listen, yeah, absolutely. These migrants are being used as some type of political pawn. Absolutely. That's what they're doing. They're trying to prove a point, right? So Texas very specifically, or a lot of the border states are trying to prove a point. Like, listen, bro, you guys in the North are ignoring the fact that this is crazy. Like, you don't know how crazy it is. How about this? We'll send you not even 10%. Let's see how you fare. And as soon as it hit the northern cities, they were like, okay, enough. Not even a year. They've been doing this for 100 years, bro. Okay, so yeah, maybe we should have listened to these people saying this the whole time. Maybe, guys, right? And the fact that, you know, soon, I think soon they're actually going to start coming to Atlanta, and that is going to be interesting. I'm not sure how that's going to work. I'm just going to be honest, that may be the worst place for them to go. But, you know, do your thing.
With the Texas Civil Rights Project, says new walls won't deter people from coming.
No, let's go find another way. Right. They are.
Morgan, what do the latest numbers show on just how many migrants are crossing the border and what officials are expecting going forward now?
Yeah, Savannah, we've actually seen a bit of a dip since last week when we were approaching record levels. Customs and Border Protection
climbing over that like it's not even there.
Wednesday alone, along the entire U.S.-Mexico border, they encountered more than 8,000 people trying to cross illegally. And
oh, my God.
This past month of September set a high of 2023, more than 200,000 migrants crossing that month alone. That is why some are hopeful that when this barrier is built, it could hopefully drive some of those numbers down, but time will definitely tell. Savannah.
All right, Morgan Chesky at the border. Thank you very much.
Because again, guys, listen, we know this wall's not going to work, okay? But it would kind of keep people at ease. I think in a lot of places like Eagle Pass probably needs it, so just so we can slow down out that area, guys, because it's a little crazy over there. But all right, guys, listen, let me know in the comments. You guys think that this border wall is going to work? I don't, but you know, I do think that we need to figure something out. If the border wall will make people feel a little bit more comfortable, or we can kind of funnel them all to one very specific area, guys, that'll be great. I don't know, somewhere in Montana or something. I don't know. Listen, you guys all have an absolutely amazing day. Enjoy your day thoroughly.